to add mixed numbers together, essentially we change the fraction part of each mixed number to an equivalent fraction of with the least common denominator. We add the whole number parts together and add the fraction parts together. Where it gets tricky, or can get tricky, is that when the fraction is improper, we change that to a mixed number and add it to the whole number part that we found with step 2. And then we reduce and combine the whole number part and the fraction to form the final mixed number. So for example, 2 4/5 plus 4 3/4. So I would do the 2 plus 4, and I'd also do the 4/5 plus 3/4. Well, 2 plus 4 is 6, so I'll set that aside. The 4/5 plus the 3/4, common denominator, least common denominator is 20. So I'd multiply the first fraction, top and bottom, by 4. I'll end up with 16 over 20. The second fraction, top and bottom, by 5. That'd be 15 over 20. So this becomes 31 over 20. 20 goes into 31, so 20 goes into 31 once, with remainder 11. So this becomes 1 11/20. So ultimately what I have here is I have 6 plus 1 11/20. So this is 7 11/20 is the final mixed number. For part B, 5 2/9 plus 3 5/18. Well, the 5 plus 3 is 8, so I'll set that aside. And then for the 2/9 plus 5/18, the least common denominator is going to be 18, since 2 times 9 is 18. So the first fraction I'll multiply top and bottom by 2. I'll end up with 4 over 18 plus 5 over 18. That becomes 9 over 18. Or you can reduce that to 1/2. So we have 8 plus the 1/2 becomes 8 1/2. All right, try another one. 118 plus 118 4/7 plus 43 3/5. So what I have here is on the one side I have 118 plus 43. And that becomes 161. On the other hand, I have 4/7 plus 3/5. And the least common denominator is going to be 35. 7 times 5. So the first fraction I'll multiply top and bottom by 5. That gives me 20 over 35. Plus the second fraction I multiply top and bottom by 7. So I'll have 21 over 35. So this becomes 41 over 35. And then, if you need to, 35 goes into 41 once, with 6 remainder. So this is 1 6 over 35. So if I put this together, I have 161, and I have 1 6/35. So that becomes 162 6/35. Okay. One last addition. Evaluate the expression for the given values of the variables. So in this case, I have x plus y, but I'm saying x is equal to 2/7 and y is equal to 4 8/21. So the 2/7 is what I place for x. The 4 8/21 is what I'm going to replace with y. So this becomes 2/7 plus 4 8 over 21. So for the whole number parts, I just have the 4. So I'll set that aside. And then the fraction parts, I have 2/7 plus 8 over 21. So the least common denominator is 21. And so I would multiply the first fraction top and bottom by 3, and I'll end up with 6 over 21 plus 8 over 21 is 14 over 21. Divide top and bottom by 7, I end up with 2/3. So in this case, my x plus y, that comes out to be the 4 2/3.